or you clicked on the video. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. But now I need you to hit that subscribe button, and I need you to ring that bell so you can get notifications for when we post videos. And I need you to smash that like button. Clearly, I got way too animated, but I need you to smash that like button so we can see how far we can really take this video. We appreciate you. Enjoy the content. What's coming out on streaming? Let's play the Where's That Streaming?
I got this. I was on fire last time.
Okay. Okay. We have let's try the film Broken.
Give me a quick synopsis.
Okay. This is essentially it's not. Damn, I feel like I want to give it away by saying this, but it's essentially I think it's a series, or no, it's like a documentary about consumer products and their dangers to
Amazon Prime.
No. I'll give you a second chance.
Hulu.
No.
Oh, really?
Damn, that freshman luck ran out.
Yeah. Shit, is this HBO now?
Jesus. There's only one left.
I felt like Netflix was the easy.
I see you said it was a documentary. I felt like I was going to give it away.
When you said it was about like consumer products, I figured that would be like, it would maybe be smart to Amazon to have that type of stuff. Maybe help control the narrative. Like, buy more shit.
That's actually true.
Smarter, better shit.
But that's probably why Netflix is putting it out. It's like anything I can do to contribute to their downfall. Okay. All right, but let me get back on track here, because when I'm editing the shit, it's for YouTube. It's hard as a bitch to try to jumping around talking about shit and So all right, let's talk about what's coming out on HBO this week. We have Lindsey Vonn, The Final Season, which basically just captures like the final moments of her, I guess, world championship run. She's a skier, right? Olympic skier.
Yes. Yeah. Skier, snowboarder.
Yeah. Does she just?
I think she's
snowboards?
No, she might ski.
I think it's ski, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It might be ski.
Whatever. One of those fucking sports that
I don't
have
shit
no
about.
prayer to to play myself. But this talks about like kind of her. It takes a look at like her childhood and how she became like a prodigy, and then was able to win 4 gold medals. For whatever it is that she does. Okay. Then we have on Amazon Prime The Report, which actually did come out in theaters. Like it was like a week or two ago. Same thing as what the two popes are doing in terms of showing in theaters first and then coming out. But this is what's his name? God damn it. Why can't I remember his name now? Adam Driver.
The Reporter.
Yeah, or The Report. Yeah, starring Adam Driver. Basically tells the story of, I'll just read the quick synopsis here. Idealistic Senate staffer Daniel Jones is tasked by his boss to lead an investigation into CIA's post 9/11 detention and interrogation program, uncovers shocking secrets. And again, like I said, it came out November 15th, but of course is coming out on Amazon Prime this week.
How do you feel about interrogations? Like the rougher ones, like where they waterboard a guy.
Yeah, I think the
might hang him from the ceiling and then beat him with like cold steel chains.
That's very specific. I think the numbers bear out, right? Like if they don't produce, why are you still doing it?
Why are you still torturing them?
Yeah, like at that point you're just doing it just to do it.
It takes time.
No, but it
takes 3 days to break a man, as they say.
Who's they?
I don't know. It sounded right. I said it confidently.
You did. You almost had me convinced. I remember it's a rain.
You were like, you were about to write that down. Like, damn, I need to remember that.
Adding that to the lyrics of my new song. If the numbers don't bear out that it actually works, then it's like, well, why the fuck are you still doing it? And all this shit was born out of, or not born out of it, because it clearly like there was a place for it. In human continuously through human history, but I think especially after like 9/11, which this movie clearly talks about.
Yeah, some of the more harsh interrogation tactics that were used on both sides.
And they would dress it up different, like, oh no, what torture?
Yeah,
what are you talking about? It's not torture. enhanced interrogation. That's what we're gonna call it.
Damn, that is some great marketing though, right?
Dude,
there, right?
I swear to God,
calling it like torture. Americans
What?
like
That's crazy.
I don't know if that's what we should be doing.
Tortures?
But if
Who
you say
tortures
enhanced interrogation tactics,
that's just we're just sitting them in a room. Hey,
that
ask them a
sounds like
couple
they're
questions.
experts in there
Exactly
asking those
you
questions.
Just ask really
not
sternly,
just your
like, you just
average
ask
beat
hard.
cop.
Hey, did you do this thing?
Yeah.
Like, that's
And
what
the
that sounds
person's
like.
really in there getting beat with a bag of oranges. Right?
Why oranges?
Well, actually, that was in an episode of Power recently.
Oh shit!
They had a guy tied to a chair, and the guy put like 7 oranges in like a sack, like a pillow sack.
Yeah,
and
I
was
can imagine
beating them with it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you whatever you need to. What do you want to know?
Yeah. Well, okay. And here's the thing, though, right? Like,
it's a waste of oranges.
It really is.
That's really why I don't like that tactic.
Yeah.
Put grapefruit in there. No one likes grapefruit.
Oh,
don't
fair
beat me
enough.
with oranges. Beat me with the fruit I like.
Yeah, somehow
you ruined that. You've ruined that fruit for me. I've told you what you needed to know. Now I can't eat this fruit anymore.
Well, you probably haven't because you probably don't know anything. That's what the most unfortunate part is. Is like they start torturing people. And they're like, dude, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
And then if they do get information out of them, it generally is not good intel because they just lie just so they stop beating with the oranges.
At a certain point when you're being tortured, I'll tell you whatever you need to
I don't
hear.
care.
Just
Look,
stop beating me.
Hey, dude, you think I robbed the liquor store? Okay, if you stop beating me, then I'll tell you. Yeah, why not? I robbed it. Sure,
But if I need to know something, we got to torture you.
Okay,
right. I got it. Nobody wants to do it.
Whatever you say, Dick Cheney. I
have to.
Let's talk about what's coming out on Netflix. So we have Mike Birbiglia, the new one. It's a stand-up special.
The new one.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we have Super Monsters Save Christmas, which is, of course, another Netflix family, which they're ramping up now that we're approaching the Christmas season. Then we have True Winter Wishes, which is another family film. Then we have Broken, which we talked about a moment ago, which is about basically consumer products and their dangers that they pose to humanity at large. Then we, of course, have the Martin Scorsese film,
The Irishman.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
And, somebody told me, they were like, "Oh yeah, I just watched it." I was like, "Fuck, what do you mean you just watched it? It didn't come out yet on Netflix." And then of course they're showing it at select theaters. They're showing it in DC, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way to DC. For a second I thought maybe I would, but then I was like, I'm just gonna see it in like a week anyway.
Yeah, and not when I could watch it from my couch.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go to fucking the District of Columbia.
Try to park. It takes you 3 hours plus they give you
$12 for parking.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
$18 for the ticket.
Yeah,
gas.
Unheard of.
No,
it's definitely heard of. I don't know why I said it's unheard of. We have Holiday Rush, which is a Romney Malco starring film. Who he's the guy from what's the 40-year-old virgin, the black guy, bald guy.
Yeah. I don't know his name, but I know you're talking about.
Well, Romney Malco, as I just said.
Damn, you did just say that. Completely missed it.
All right, and then we have John Christ. I Ain't Praying for That, which is a stand-up special. Merry, happy, whatever.
There's a lot of dope stand-up specials that just dropped. We talked about the Arsenio Hall stand-up special on Netflix. I watched Jeff.
I don't remember talking. I remember mentioning
we discussed
Arsenio
it.
Hall.
Yeah.
I don't know if we talked about it.
I watched Jeff Garland's stand-up special. Very interesting.
Yeah, I remember you
special.
Yeah,
like a lot different than the ones that I've seen. Jenny Slate just dropped. A stand-up special.
Chris Evans
doesn't look good.
Old Flame. Why didn't it look good?
The trailer, I was just like,
it's not good. I think it's their first stand-up, right?
See or hear anything funny in the trailer, and for a stand-up special trailer, it's got to seem funny.
I guess I don't know. I tend not to really give a shit about the trailers.
I like Jenny Slate,
yeah,
but for a stand-up
what do you know her
comedy,
from?
She was Venom.
Oh, that's all you know from?
I've seen other shit with her in it.
I was going to say what I know.
Yeah, Venom's the first thing that came to mind. But I like Jenny Slate. I think she's a pretty good actress.
I know her from Parks and Rec, which she was hilarious in Parks and Rec. I don't know if it's the writers
never seen Parks
or if
and
it was
Rec.
just her performance, but a combination of both, I thought she was
maybe
one of the best parts of that show.
No, and now I will say I do believe she can be funny, right? But again, in this trailer for her stand-up comedy special, it was not funny.
I don't know how many stand-up specials she's actually done. So I've always been really curious. And she did actually have the one film, and I forget what it's called now, but it was essentially about her being a stand-up comic, but she gets pregnant, and I don't.
But at the bare minimum, the trailer,
didn't
for your stand-up comedy special should be funny.
Should be.
All you got to do is pull the best 5 jokes, add in some music, some
just
quick
like
cuts.
1 or 2, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
Good. I hope it does well.
Yeah.
I won't be watching it.
Fair enough.
I might.
It's a stand-up special. Just like
47
40
minutes. I can bear that.
We have Merry Happy Whatever, which is a series on Netflix. Then we have Mythomaniac, which is another series. This is basically a series, like, it had a pretty interesting premise. It is like, I think, about a mother who she's like super like overworked and stressed. She has like 4 kids, and I think she's doing it alone. And then she gets, I think, cancer, and then I think she beats the cancer. And again, I don't know. I might be getting the premise wrong a little bit here, but I think she beats the cancer. But then, like, I think she doesn't tell anybody, so they keep like kind of fawning over her, which is actually a pretty interesting premise for a show.
Yeah. So this is kind of off topic here, but it's worth the conversation. Did I tell you about that thing that I saw on Instagram recently where this couple was getting married, right? And they opened up a fund, and they had all of their family members, who were willing to donate to their like wedding fund, right?
Yeah.
And then the bride decided, like, I think she sent a message to all of her family and friends on this like Facebook group that they're in, basically saying, hey, we're going to postpone the wedding. Her fiance and her were like going through some tough times, and they wanted to be a little bit more financially stable before they actually had the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, but we're still going to keep the money that was donated to us in our wedding fund. Mm-hmm. And we're going to take, like, we need time as a couple to decompress and, de-stress. So we're going to take a really nice long vacation using using the money that was donated. Right. Yeah. And then a lot of the family members were like, no, we donated for a wedding, not for you guys to go on a vacation. And if you need to be financially stable, why are you going on vacation?
Yeah.
And then the other thing was, like, then she asked that, like, when we do come back from our vacation, we're going to start replanning the wedding. We're going to reopen the wedding fund for additional donations.
That's just, you are either privileged, meaning that for some reason you thought that would work.
Yeah.
Or B, you're just tragically stupid.
Yeah. Her defense was like, well, we're going through a lot. We're really stressed right now. This money is going to be used to help us like get our lives together. And then when people started asking for their money back, she was like, well, now I feel like I'm being attacked, and I'm the victim here, and this money was donated, so we have. And this is what the bride is essentially telling her family and friends. I think one family had donated like $13,000 to their wedding, and she was like, well, this money is ours now. It was a donation. You did it at will.
Yeah. So here's the thing. That reeks of somebody who maybe used to be rich and is no longer rich. Like, maybe someone
who grew up in like a very privileged family where everything was provided, and now you're out on your own.
You're like, fuck, I actually do shit on my own. And then you're like, well, I know, let's just get married and just rake in the money.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is you don't even have the what's the word I'm looking for? You don't even have the courtesy of lying to people in this case, right? So you could have just done everything that you wanted to do without telling anybody. Hey,
she could have definitely just postponed the wedding. So hey, we're going to push it back a month.
Yeah. And when people start asking, hey, what about the money? Be like, yeah, I mean, we're just going to keep it, and
we're just going to use it for the wedding. Like 3 months down the road.
Yeah. And then just don't post any pictures, on the Instagram.
Yeah. Do not put that lavish vacation you just took on your timeline. To be honest, I forgot how the story relates back to what you were talking about first.
We were talking about Mythomaniac, where I think the mother who gets cancer, and then she gets cancer, right? And then she just doesn't tell anybody that.
And it's like, how that ties in is like, when you're in a situation where people are like being very kind to you and they're being very given, right? And like, let's say you're no longer in that situation. It's like, of course you're not going to want to tell people, hey, you don't need to be super kind to me anymore. Like in this situation with this girl's wedding, it was probably tough for her to tell people like, hey, you guys we want you to keep donating. We're going to use the money for something else, but I want you to keep donating because everyone's been very kind to us during this time.
Yeah.
But it's what a dick move, though.
Dick move, but I blame it more on stupidity than being a dick. You're just dumb. Like you're either dumb or just
dumb in the sense of like you think that the people who have been supporting you are stupid.
No. I don't think the people supporting are stupid at all. I think there was a wedding. It's a family member, so you're donating, right? Like you're not stupid for that. Absolutely not. But on her end, dumb as a rock.
Yeah. I mean, you're insulting the intelligence of your family and friends, right?
And being indignant about it, like how dare you?
So here's a question, right? Let's say two of your friends were getting married and they opened up a wedding fund, right? How much are you going to donate?
Dude, I can't donate $13,000. Like,
I mean, but let's say minimum donation they requested for was $100 from all of that. Minimum? It's America.
What? I mean, no, come on. Just that alone would piss me off. The fact that you have a minimum and then it's set at 100.
Yeah,
fuck you. No.
But okay, so let's say this was the case though. Let's say your friends that you really care about are getting married. They open up a wedding fund. They set a minimum donation. Family and friends, please, if you would donate a minimum of $100 to our wedding fund to help us, plan and have the wedding of our dreams. Are you donating?
Yeah, it does just depend on the friendship. If it's people who I know, like I've had in my back for years, I'll do it begrudgingly. I'll do it, but I'll do it. But if it's like somebody who I'm like, nah, nigga, like I haven't seen you in like 6 months.
Yeah,
I'm good.
What if you weren't invited to the wedding, but they're still like, hey, family and friends,
definitely
please support us. You're not donating?
Yeah, of course not. What do you didn't even have the audacity.
To not invite me to the shit, but ask me to help you pay for it.
Fuck you.
Yeah, definitely fuck you. My answer is going to be a hard no to everybody I know and love. My brother, my sister, best friends, you. It's going to be if you ever open up a wedding fund. Don't ask me for shit because it's not gonna happen.
I don't think I would.
Don't even invite me.
I don't think
I'm not a wedding.
You wouldn't like to go to a wedding, dude? Your brother's getting married and you wouldn't like to go. That's crazy.
Live stream the shit. Like, can I? Orain has just joined the wedding.
He joined the wedding.
Orain has just logged off of the wedding. Bride hasn't even walked down the aisle yet. You can see, you can see when I logged in. Like, oh, yeah, cool. Comment looks nice. I'll log off,
dude. Look, I know you have this sort of bravado of like, no, like I just do whatever the fuck I would. Dude, you would fucking go. Stop fucking lying.
I'd go to the reception.
Okay, so then just stay for the fucking
wedding.
Yeah.
I hate seeing two people ruin their lives.
Okay, all right, we're fucking moving on here.
Listen, I'll go to the. If you renew your vows, I'm there to support you 150%. Congratulations. You've made it through the hard part. Yeah. But a wedding, especially if I've got to pay for my own tux, and if it's a destination wedding, I've got to pay for my own flight, hotel, tux. Mm-hmm. I got to pay to watch you make a mistake.
Okay.
Especially if you're marrying a hoe and all the boys already hit.
All right. Okay.
I'm kidding. Where is this going?
Now it's going off the rails. All right. We have the Atlantics, which is a French Senegalese film that's set in the Dakar.
Ooh, you said that smooth too. Not one fucking. You didn't miss a beat.
That's because I practiced it.
Probably said it wrong, but it sounded good.
No, Senegalese. You from Senegal. You never mind. No. Doesn't matter. Okay, then we have
that was like a bird or something.
We have Chip and Potato season 2, which is another family show or film. I can't tell which. I Lost My Body, which is a French animated film. Looks actually really good. I think it did some sort of business in Cannes, whatever the fuck it's called.
Did some business?
Yeah. They won something.
You put it like that?
They won something. I don't know.
Some business.
They had some sort of transaction in Cannes. And then the Movies That Made Us, which is a series on Netflix that's it basically just talking about just that, the movies that sort of shaped generations. So
what 3 movies really quickly do you think shaped generations?
Star Wars, clearly. Mm-hmm. I would say The Matrix,
mm-hmm.
and then I'm trying to think of like what in the 2000s and
I gotta throw like You've Got Mail in there, right? That like
I don't think it shaped. I think it was a popular movie.
It was
shaped anything. No.
Yeah,
like shaped it into what?
Of like the romantic. That was like the pinnacle of like the romantic comedy era.
Sure, but it didn't shape. Like it didn't shape anything. You know what I mean? shaping something different from just being popular around that time.
For that time period, I think it shaped the way in which
because I would
romantic comedies and those types of films were produced. Like I think that was like what really launched that genre.
I would argue that was just the next, not even the next escalation. I think that's just like the child of like When Harry Met Sally.
I don't accept your challenge.
Okay, fair enough.
What I say stands.
I think the same director made the two films.
So what was it? You've Got Mail, When Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle, right? But I would say that it was You Got Mail that kind of opened up the market for
How
that.
Did it open? How?
Because didn't it come before? Wasn't it?
You're talking utter nonsense right now.
Didn't that?
No, that
When Harry Met Sally.
No, When Harry Met Sally
came afterwards, 80s. Right?
No, I'm trying to tell you, you won't listen.
So maybe I'm getting these mixed up. One of them. So it was either You Got Mail, When Harry Met Sally, or Sleepless in Seattle.
Right, I see you just want to argue.
And then for me, the Star Wars, Matrix. And that's it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something in the 2000s and 2010s
that really shaped it.
I gotta think here. I maybe 40-year-old version, because that was kind of like the start of that whole Judd Apatow.
What about those
Seth
dances?
Rogen?
Save the Last Dance. I think kind of, you know how in the early 2000s a lot of those like dance movies came out.
That's true, but I mean, how impactful have those dance movies been on like just pop culture? Not very,
but I would say during that span of like that 10 years, right?
It wasn't very impactful. I think
a slew of movies and Channing, like a slew of careers were birthed out of those movies. Channing Tatum, and he wasn't in Save the Last Dance. He was in